Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
This is our annual event called the RC Expo. This is our 6th year. And this is a community of modelers come together to display their models with the full-scale models of what they represent. These models are all built by the person who's displaying the plane, basically from wood and covering and electronics and power. And we have everything here from small electrics right on up to real, genuine turbine-powered jets that do fly in excess of 200 miles an hour.
4 years ago, my oldest son showed interest in it, so I bought him a plane, and me and him crashed it many times learning how to fly, and he's no longer into it. He flies real planes, and now I'm into the remote control. This is an EPP 9mm foam plane. It's made for indoor flying. Weighs about a little less than 6 ounces. It comes in a flat kit, and you have to glue all the pieces together. This is kind of like a high-tech transmitter. It's 9-channel. It has 50 model memory. I could fly up to 50 different planes with it. This is the throttle, up and down. That is the throttle. This is rudder, just like that. This is ailerons, and this is elevator. And through a combination of those four, you have to fly the plane. Some of the transmitters, they make it feel like a gaming transmitter, so kids can easily pick up and stuff. And kids pick this up a lot easier than when you get older. It's a lot harder to pick it up. But when you're a kid, they seem to pick it up very quickly.
This is a B-17 actually from Don Smith plant. It took me a little bit over a year to complete the way it is right now. It has 3 flights on it. It weighs about 50 pounds. And it has 4 OS 91s, 4-strokes on it. Mostly, actually, I put as much details as I could from pictures and other stuff that I have at home. Well, it's from scale. People ask me how many rivets are there. Which, I don't know. It's over 10 or 20,000 because I didn't count them. This is mostly like a show piece. I like to take it. I do fly it during the summer whenever I can. It has 3 flies on it. I normally like to take it to Delaware with like warbirds events and big events around the area. I'm like 32 years on this hobby already, so I grew up with it. I love it, and I got into most of what you see here. I have flown it. I have flown helicopters. I have flown all kinds of planes. Then I got into scale, which I like more like realistic flying, and that's what I like right now. Then into that mostly scale stuff that I got home.
The hobby has changed a lot in past years, and the technology is so much better now, easier to fly, more capability, and the prices have come down. These are 2 of the early style controllers, and this is a Proline Competition 6, and this is an MRC. I learned to fly on this MRC, and then as I got better, I stepped up to this radio. At that time, this radio was $600, and what was at the time one of the best radios. About 2 years ago, the industry started to change, and this is the standard radio at the time. These also had trims and rotaries and push buttons, but it was all analog technology. And each of these new radios has computers inside them. They've changed to a small antenna, which is 2.4 gigahertz, which is very similar to your cell phones and your home telephones and the wireless systems. This radio is $250 and probably does 50 times more things than the old radio. One of the hottest things right now are these small micro helicopters. These have built-in gyros for stability. This one actually has a little infrared transmitter on the front, so you can do little mock battles with them. People used to have to spend hundreds of dollars to get an airplane. This is an airplane you could get for $120. Go out and have some fun. They're battery operated. You could fly this airplane for 10 or 15 minutes off a small battery. They're very quiet. They open up a lot of flight venues for you, where in the past the noise from the gas motors and the fuel motors would chase people away.
This is a scale model of a Sikorsky S-76 helicopter. It's a 7-foot span blade. It's powered by 2 huge batteries. It's all scale, all the markings are scale, the rivets, even the cockpit. It costs something about $17,000 to build something like that. And it flies. This particular plane is a quarter scale version of a Republic P-47 called Tar Heel Hal. This is a giant scale aircraft. It's powered by gasoline. And this plane was originally built right in Farmingdale by Republic Aircraft Company. It usually doesn't work if you try to teach yourself how to fly. It can turn people off. Best thing is have somebody from a club take you to a field, get your AMA insurance, and learn how to fly correctly. And you'll never leave the hobby.